This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Today, all across our nation, we pause to honor and remember those who have served our country and defended our freedom. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Devin Dagnall. Veterans and caregivers were honored for their service and sacrifice at the Department of Veterans Affairs Togus campus this morning. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard has the story.
Your service and sacrifice delivered all our rights and freedoms, including the right for us to come together on this very special day.
Tracy Davis is the Medical Center Director for the Department of Veterans Affairs in Maine. Every year they hold a ceremony to mark Veterans Day and honor those who served.
It's an opportunity for us to come together as VA employees, our VA patients, our VA community, but also the general community as well, to all pay tribute to the services and sacrifices that veterans have made for our country.
An honor guard from Kennebec County veterans presented the colors, and those in attendance heard from Davis and Maine's congressional delegation, including Senator Angus King, who says, despite a hyper-partisan climate in D.C., veterans issues always have and always should be something that unites us.
We've got a lot of work left to do. We've still got homeless veterans in Maine. I visited with some folks just 2 weeks ago, 135 or perhaps somewhat more homeless veterans. We should abolish the term homeless veterans. It shouldn't exist. And we've got medical care needs that are still facing us. We have long-term care needs, one of the most serious needs for our veterans as they age.
Another aspect of the ceremony was honoring family caregivers of veterans whose work is so important for the quality of life of their loved ones. One special caregiver, Tammy Dempsey, received a challenge coin for her work providing care for her husband.
I think honoring Tammy was incredibly important for me personally. She is married to a Marine veteran who made incredible sacrifices for our country, but she also made tremendous sacrifices as a caregiver. And sometimes people don't always see that or recognize it. And I felt it was important to recognize all of what she has done here on Veterans Day.
In Augusta, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Governor Mills recognized Veterans Day by releasing the following statement, quote, Maine veterans teach us, all of us, to cherish our rights and to remember those who gave their lives for these freedoms. They teach us to remember that our sons and daughters today stand ready to defend those very rights in postings across the globe. They teach us the strong sense of responsibility that comes from hard work and hard times. They teach us honor, dignity, and service. This Veterans Day, I encourage all Maine people to thank a service member and to honor the rights and freedoms those service members have fought for, end quote.
And on the coast, Belfast's Veterans Day celebration honor our troops and inspire younger generations. Our Callie Warren has the story.
Even though we've hung up our uniforms, we're still serving. We're still serving our communities. We're still serving the people of our town.
The people of Belfast gathered to recognize veterans on Monday.
Veterans Day in Belfast is a day where we honor all veterans.
Watching the parade processions from the waterfront and pausing to honor veterans living and dead.
The true cost of that freedom is a price most can't even fathom.
For Belfast's VFW,
We're fortunate enough to do the VFW SA Awards.
an integral part of the day is uplifting Waldo County's youth.
Just having kids share their opinion. Some of the greatest ideas are born from kids in middle school and high schools.
Even if you might not be the best writer, you have good judgment and good opinions. And everyone wants to hear your voice.
I worked for something and I finally got what I worked for. So if you really want to do something, then make sure you do it and work hard for it.
After the public Veterans Day events officially ended, vets gathered at Belfast's American Legion to raise a toast to fallen heroes and celebrate the monumental day with their community.
People can choose to have the day off because we live in a free country. They can come to a parade, they can support veterans, but more importantly, us veterans can get together and support those who didn't come back.
In Belfast,
Happy Veterans Day from Belfast!
Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Meanwhile, hundreds lined the streets of Brewer and Bangor today for the return of the annual Veterans Day Parade. Our Grace Blanchard shares more.
Happy Veterans Day!
The sounds of marching, music, and cheers rang through the area as veterans and parade participants marched from Brewer to Bangor once again this Veterans Day.
It's really cool to see how everyone comes out and supports everyone.
Mainers of all ages came out to celebrate and honor those who served.
Both of my boys have, one is serving in the Air Force, one was served in the Marines, and bringing my granddaughter to see the parade and support the veterans.
Some veterans have been walking in this parade for as long as they can remember.
Every one of them. Yeah, I don't think I've missed a parade since I started working for Cole's Museum. We like to be recognized. If we don't get recognized, we're going to be forgotten.
For many who served, today is often a day of reflection.
Today I'm thinking about some of my friends I was with and some of my friends that didn't make it home. So today is a day of remembrance for some of them. So.
For others, it's a chance to give thanks.
I really like our community in Bangor, and I'm grateful for living here.
I'm really grateful that they keep our little town safe and that we're all able to be here and safe.
In Brewer and Bangor, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, over in Ellsworth, members of the Ellsworth Elks Lodge spent the day cooking and serving free meals for veterans. The lodge offered breakfast, lunch, and dinner for anyone who served in the armed forces and their families. Donations were also accepted. Any proceeds gathered will be shared with veterans in the Ellsworth area.
I've been there before, veteran in need, and we're going to be there for everybody that we can. We do the best we can. Yeah, absolutely.
In addition to the meals, the Elks Lodge also held a heating fuel raffle.
Well, one local veteran is hoping you can make his birthday wish come true. Ed Hendrickson of Brewer will turn 104 years old this week, and in honor of that milestone, he's asking for donations to the Bangor Humane Society. As Jody Hersey tells us, his birthday fundraiser was inspired by a pair of brothers who volunteer in the Bangor community.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
World War II veteran Ed Hendrickson and 11-year-old twin brothers Don and Frankie Venziano have participated in the Bangor Brewer 4th of July and Veterans Day parades for the past few years. Their connection has actually grown into a sweet friendship. In fact, Hendrickson says it was the brothers and their volunteer work at Cole's Museum and the Bangor Humane Society that inspired him to create an online fundraiser to benefit the Humane Society for his upcoming 104th birthday.
I love kids, and your two children, I happen to be fond of because they were in the same parade that I was.
My sons say it's actually Hendrickson who is the true inspiration.
I think we should be more inspired by him than he should be inspired by us.
When Hendrickson turned 103 last year, he received more than 6,000 birthday cards. This year, instead of cards, he would like to see people donate a few dollars to his Ed for Pets fundraiser by his birthday on Thursday, November 14th.
It would be nice if we could reach $5,000 at least.
Over $2,000 has been raised so far. Catherine Ravenscraft says the Bangor Humane Society and nonprofits everywhere benefit from the generosity of people like Ed Hendrickson.
The idea is just to raise as much money as possible in tribute to Ed for making it to 104 and for serving his country so selflessly.
Those who would like to contribute can find the link for Ed's fundraiser on the Bangor Humane Society's Facebook page. In Bangor, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Definitely some multi-generational inspiration going on there.
Absolutely.
Great to see. All right, well, let's go ahead and hit pause here. We'll peek outside and get a first check of our forecast.
Thank you so much, Beth and Devin. Our first weather today is brought to you by Old Town Redemption, offering a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 drawing. All right, few sprinkles out there for today. No heavy rainfall, though, and of course, no snow anytime soon. Maybe in the next couple of days, a few flurries might get mixed in there as well. Now, we are looking at some gale warnings that are in effect till those morning hours on Wednesday. It did get extended, and once again, that might be the case into Thursday. Now, look at these high temperatures. Close to record highs in some locations. 63 degrees. We should be back in those upper 40s as highs here in town. Even right at the coast, we saw some upper 50s, Rockland, Bar Harbor into Machias. A bit cooler up north, Greenville, Millinocket area. You were still well above average, hovering in those mid 50s. Now, most of the country is seeing this push of warmer air, even into southern parts of Canada, but we will see a change in the pattern by middle to end of next week. Now, overnight tonight, though, we'll continue to see a few scattered showers, maybe sprinkles mixed in there. Temperatures back in those low to mid 40s. Beth and Devin?
Thanks, Conrad. Coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, a fatal fire broke out at a Camp Hope in Bangor. Our Alex Schley will have more on the story.
And a date has been selected for Maine's 2nd congressional district to the race for that district to resume by ranked choice voting. All those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
When outdoors, some people like it hot and some people like it cold. However, when indoors, most people like it comfortably warm. Choose a Boderas boiler from McCusick Petroleum Company to provide you with comfortable and efficient heat. They also offer sales and service on many brands of furnaces, boilers, and water heaters. McCusick Petroleum Company delivers oil and LP gas to homes and businesses throughout the Pequot region. If you'd like more information on pricing or service, call or stop by our office in Dover Foxcroft.
Unexpectedly true. Maine is the only state that has just one syllable. A lobster can taste with its legs and chew with its stomach. And while most people can't lick their own elbow, 85% of Mainers who buy health insurance through CoverMe.gov pay less than the sticker price for their plan. Here you can search options, choose a plan that works for you, and see how much you could save. You have until December 15th. A plan that fits, a price that works. We've got you covered at CoverMe.gov.
Come stop by Triple S Tack Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
Hank's Husqvarna is your trusted full-line Husqvarna dealer, offering you everything you need for your outdoor projects. From high-performance lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers to chainsaws, trimmers, battery-powered and powerful snowblowers, we have just what you need. Every piece of equipment is fully set up, serviced, and ready for use by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or new equipment sales, make your way to Hank's Husqvarna in Carmel or Newport.
ABC 7, proud to honor all veterans.
Welcome back. One man is dead after a fire broke out at one of Bangor's largest homeless encampments Sunday night. Our Alex Schley has more details.
Just after 9 p.m. Sunday night, a fire broke out at Bangor's largest homeless encampment, known as Camp Hope.
We saw my tent glow, and I opened my doors, saw it was his place, like in a blaze, and I ran over screaming his name.
Camp Hope resident Jenna Conlog, who agreed to speak with us off camera, says she witnessed the fire's terrifying speed.
I saw him stand up, and then I couldn't see him anymore, and it all happened so quick.
Conlog says the young man inside the tent was named Joe, someone she called a good friend.
We hung out all the time, talked all the time. He was an amazing guy, it's very unfortunate what happened.
Conlog says it took the fire department several minutes to arrive.
They didn't even know he was in there until the cop came to talk to me, and I was crying, and I'm like, did you guys get him out? And they go, who? I'm like, Joe. He was in there, and he goes, he was in there?
Joe was later pronounced dead at the scene. The investigation into the cause of the fire is being headed by the fire marshal's office. The department issued a press release Monday morning, saying in part, quote, "The deceased was transported to the office of the chief medical examiner in Augusta, where an autopsy will be performed and positive identification can be established." At this time, the cause of the fire remains under investigation. In Bangor, I'm Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, switching gears now, ranked choice voting tabulation in the race for Maine's 2nd congressional district is scheduled to begin Tuesday in Augusta. The Office of the Secretary of State announced last Friday that the election for CD2 would go to a ranked choice vote count. Secretary of State Shanna Bellows said in part, quote, "Under Maine election law, blanks may well include write-ins for someone other than the 3 official candidates. Given that more than 12,000 voters made a first choice that was not either Congressman Golden or Representative Terrio, it is mathematically possible that the second choices of those voters could change the outcome. For that reason, the law requires that we proceed with the ranked choice voting tabulation," end quote. As it stands, Democrat incumbent Jared Golden has a narrow lead of just over 700 votes more than Republican challenger Austin Terrio. The ranked choice voting tabulation is open to the public. The count will begin at 1 p.m. on Tuesday, November 12th in the Florian Room at the Maine Department of Public Safety in Augusta. It will also be live streamed through the Secretary of State's YouTube page.
Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, and a beloved Augusta advertisement respiratory will be closing for good.
And in sports, for the 2nd straight year, Maine women's soccer has punched their ticket to the Division I NCAA tournament. We'll have that story after the break.
I was hurt in a motorcycle accident.
If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, call Joe today for a free case evaluation.
For those who ride, keep Joe by your side.
Dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones. 4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
We have 1,400 acres of land here on the side of Millinocket Lake, looking right at Katahdin. The types of things that visitors really seek wasn't as robust as it needed to be. The New England Outdoor Center put a lot of energy into trying to build out those recreational amenities. Katahdin Trust was willing to take the time to get to know us. They demonstrated a real willingness to make investments with businesses that are well positioned to help this region grow. They're cheery and pleasant, and they want to help me solve problems.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
there's no reason to be overwhelmed. No. We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call Joe Bornstein, right now.
Call the firm that has been getting justice for Mainers for 50 years. If you've been injured in an accident, call Joe.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Hamlin's Marine, located in Hamden and Waterville, celebrating 40 years, serving all of eastern and central Maine.
It is even sweeter the second time around. Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. For the second straight year, Maine women's soccer is heading to represent the Pine Tree State in the Division I NCAA tournament. The Black Bears punching their ticket Sunday evening with a 3-0 win over rival New Hampshire. Maine wins their second consecutive America East title, and they earn a trip to Wisconsin to play the 5th-seeded Badgers in the first round. That game Friday at 8 p.m. Last year, Maine made the trip to Boston in the first round of the tournament to play Harvard. They fell to the Crimson, but that experience, plus playing a Big Ten school early this fall, should pay off this weekend.
Taking last year was definitely a step in the right direction. We're a more experienced, more mature team. We kind of know the protocol, and we're going to take it like we've taken every game this season, which seems to have worked well. So
we saw Rutgers earlier this year as a Big Ten opponent, and I think we were really able to sort of impose our identity early in that game. But we definitely learned some stuff from that game, and also playing in the national tournament last year.
The Black Bears cap off their repeat conference tournament title after winning the first America East regular season championship in program history. Last season, it was more of an underdog story for Maine. They weren't the top seed, but this year they say they had a target on their back all year, but they spent more time chasing rather than defending that title.
We weren't really defending a title as we were chasing another one. It's a new season, new team, and so new goals as well. And some of that was also making it past the first round of the national tournament. So yeah, we're excited for this opportunity to hopefully reach that goal.
Last year we were a bit of an underdog story, but this year there was a target on our back. But we really made a big point of chasing, not defending a title. You know, we wanted to go after it just like we did last year.
Let's stay with college soccer now, and for the first time in 15 years, the Husson Eagles are heading to the NCAA Division III Women's Soccer Tournament. The Eagles defeated SUNY Delhi on Saturday afternoon 4-0 to win the North Atlantic Conference Championship game. Kate Harriman had 2 goals in the contest. They drew NYU in the first round of the NCAA. To the Big Apple they go. The Eagles already played the Violets this season in their non-conference schedule, so now they know exactly what to expect.
When we do our non-conference schedules, I seek out the best competition we can find. And we knew going into the year that having the chance to play a team like NYU would be a real test for us. But I want them to be faced with that level of competition for this exact moment, knowing that when we get to the NCAA tournament, it's not going to be easy.
We know they're strong, we know that they're good. Nothing unexpected though, so we're going to try this week to kind of cater our training towards what we could expect.
The Eagles head into the tournament on an 8-game winning streak. Husson did not allow a single goal the entire postseason, and now they say they're a much different team than they were in September when they lost to NYU, and they are ready for round 2.
The team has really found their chemistry. Our seniors and older players have really found their stride, and our younger players that have gained this full season of experience going into this tournament are ready to play at this level now.
All right, wishing them luck. That is all the time we have for sports. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you, Tyler. That's some good stuff there. Our main weather today is brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center. Old Town Redemption offering a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 drawing. And a few sprinkles out there earlier today, even some rain showers that we had. Now things are a little bit more on the calm end. We're not quite done with that rain just yet. A few lingering sprinkles or a shower or two is still left over into these overnight hours. Now up north, you got to go into Canada to get in on some snow. All of these blue colors indicating some light to moderate snow falling in southern parts of Canada. For our area, though, we're good to go. No snow just yet, but we will continue to see a few sprinkles overnight tonight. Right at that border of Canada and Maine, that's where a few snow showers may be mixing in as well. Does look like most of this will be out of our viewing area. We're not looking at accumulations, especially with temperatures above freezing. Now, speaking of temperatures, look how mild we started out the day today. 45 degrees here in town, 50 in Rockland. Same story just south of that. So definitely a very mild start to the day and an even milder high temperature type of day for our Monday. Of course, it's Veterans Day today. 63 degrees here in town, upper 50s right at the coast, Rockland, Bar Harbor into Machias, some mid 50s up north, Greenville into the Millinocket area. But that is still well above our average high for this time of year all over the state of Maine. We should be right around 48. So tomorrow, closer to average, and then well below average Wednesday, Thursday, and then into Friday. Closer to average temperatures by Saturday, maybe even some low 50s making their way back into the area on Sunday. That will put us a few degrees above our average high temperature for this time of year. Now, pretty light winds out there for now. 5 to 10 mile per hour winds, wind gusts right around 15 miles per hour. But look at this. By tomorrow, especially by those late morning to those early afternoon hours, widespread wind gusts right around 35, potentially even up to 40 miles an hour in some spots, especially right at the coast. And if you are off the coast, you're going to see a little bit more gusty winds, of course, with nothing to stop those winds, no buildings out there. Now, for tonight, though, mild temperatures once again, low 40s outside, increasing clouds. Rain showers will be moving in late, very light rain though, and a light wind as well. For tomorrow though, mid-40s, and then temperatures will begin to fall into those afternoon hours. A few scattered rain showers still in the area. So it's going to be very scattered and very light as well. Now look at this wind. It's going to be very, very windy out there from the northwest, potentially even gusting up to 35 to 40 miles an hour. So it's definitely going to feel like we're back in the 30s for our day on Tuesday. Our extended forecast outlook does show an abundant amount of sunshine in the forecast Wednesday into Thursday. Low 40s in the area, some breezy conditions, going to feel chilly out there. Potentially some snowflakes mixing in there Friday morning, becoming all rain by the afternoon hours. Light, we're not looking at anything heavy, and then back at around 50 degrees on Saturday. Beth and Devin?
So we've been hearing a lot about dry conditions, and it looked like Mother Nature is sending the antidote.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there is still more to come. Stay with us.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional-grade mowers, durable sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, plus save up to $300.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
AMHG Works LLC, American-made home goods, located at the Rennie's Plaza in Bangor. Come check us out. We're open 7 days a week, featuring artisans, crafters, and manufacturers from across the United States, where everything is meticulously designed with care and pride. We also have a wide selection of pet accessories and treats. Let us be your new favorite store. We look forward to seeing you.
Hi everyone, Troy Pearl here. For a decade, Renewal by Anderson has been so much more than just a window and door replacement company. We've been your neighbors, your partners, your friends, growing together in a community we all proudly call home. From campuses to concerts, we've enjoyed entertainment together, celebrated life's milestones, and enhanced homes and lives. We couldn't have done it without the incredible support of our suppliers, providing us with top-notch products, and a special shout-out to our dedicated employees. You are the heart and soul of Renewal by Anderson. Your hard work, passion, and commitment to excellence inspires us every day. As we celebrate our 10th anniversary, we're overflowing with gratitude. Our journey has been fueled by a commitment to giving back through charitable organizations that uplift our community, reminding us that every window we replace isn't just about homes. It's about creating a better future for all. Thank you, everyone who has made 10 years possible. Here's to many more.
A better way to a better window. Renewal by Anderson.
Welcome back. Uncle Henry's, Maine's famous swap and sell magazine, will cease publication. Uncle Henry's has been a Maine favorite for 55 years. We first visited the magazine's business office in Augusta last February for an in-depth piece on Uncle Henry's popularity. That's when we met with Kevin Webb, the company's president.
We've had coffins and burial plots, which are kind of a weird, morbid thing to talk about selling, but it happens. You've got, anything that comes out from somebody's estate, any kind of oddball type of thing.
The company posted on the doors of the business stating that this Thursday's edition of the magazine will be its last because the printer it uses is closing for good. There's no word yet on whether or not online version of Uncle Henry's will continue to be available.
Oh, that's kind of the end of an era for
Absolutely.
sure.
I remember looking for my first car through
Yeah.
Uncle Henry's and trying to find it.
Oh, you're one of many people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and there's such a wide variety of things that you can find there. It's like reading it as just kind of entertainment, and even if you're not really looking for anything, just what's in here this week? Let's see what people are pawning this week.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC 7 News, take care and have a great night.
And for more of your local news, join us on Fox 22 News Tonight at 6:30.